Good morning, champions. Jesse Reynolds here with your WOW video, and wow, wow is all I can say from this past pay period, all the way up through 2 a.m. Eastern time as the period continued to close out. Breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. We have massive momentum as a team right now. Beth and I are blown away by all the work that you and your teams are putting in. We are blown away by just the way that the level of belief has continued to raise. We already knew and believed that we were going to see incredible breakthroughs. We talked about it with OTG. We talked about it with Ice Lemon Cake Shakes. We talked about it with the Orange Beach Incentive. We talked about it with the 3-week pay period. We talked about it with going into Success School. And we just continue to talk about it. We continue to raise the belief. And most importantly, then, as we continue to talk about it and speak that belief, we matched it with action. That's what every one of you have done out there on the team. I don't even have the numbers yet. It's too early at this point to get the official reports, but I know we have a new diamond pin, a new diamond in qualification. We have got a new 6-star qualification, new rubies, multiple 3-star golds. I couldn't even begin to count how many golds and silvers. Incredible breakthroughs that we have seen. So here's the deal. Today is day one of a brand new pay period. So I've got a couple very specific things to touch on with you. Number one, what are your goals? If you want to see breakthrough, if you want to maximize your results, you need to have specific, measurable, tangible, written down goals. That is the key right there. Specific, measurable, tangible, written down goals. And they've got to be in key areas of performance. So I want to help you just real quick on that. So again, number one is you got to write them down. What we are all going to do is we are going to comment on this thread with your pay period goals. It's that simple. If you are serious about your goals, be serious enough to write them down. There's all different stats out there, but something like you're 9 times more likely to achieve your goals just by writing them down, because then there's a commitment level that it takes just to write them down. That's why so many people put them off and don't do that. So write them down. Make sure they're measurable, because at the end of the pay period, you need to be able to check it off. Did I do it or did I not? So if it's 3,000 PGV, did I do it? Did I not? If it's Earn Orange Beach, did I do it? Did I not? If it's sponsored to distributors, did I do it or did I not? You need to be able to clearly identify at the end of the pay period, that time frame, that you have achieved and accomplished your goals or not. That is extremely important there. And now also make sure that they are in key areas of performance. Again, so PGV, sponsoring, advisors, override, star legs, pins. All of you who are in qualification for a new pin, here I want to make sure and be very clear on this. We have momentum. Momentum is a leader's best friend. It is so much easier to sustain and advance momentum than create it. We've already gone and created the momentum. AdvoCare Corporate helped, and your efforts this past pay period have helped to create some massive momentum. So don't fall in the mind, even if you had to stretch it to the very end. Again, I look at the Butlers. They didn't qualify diamond until midnight last night. And so it's so easy to get in that mindset. We stretch it all the way to the very end. We just barely made it over in a 3-week period. Now we have a 2-week period. Don't get caught up in it being a 2-week period. Get caught up in having a great, fast, explosive start, working with psychotic focus right out the gates to make your pins stick. If you are in qualification for a pin this period, there's no reason you cannot repeat that and stick that pin, especially, again, if you're going for Orange Beach, because you get those points bonuses for sticking your leadership pins like that. So put the work in. Will it be hard? Sure. Will it require some sacrifice? Probably. Will it require you to maybe say no to some things you enjoy the next couple weeks in the middle of summer? Quite possibly. But those are the wrong questions. The only question that really matters is, will it be worth it? All of you who are waking up to see your biggest paychecks ever this morning, I think you already know the answer. It is worth it. So persist without exception. Stay committed to those goals. So again, we want to have written down goals. We want to be focusing on specific measurable things. We want to be commenting on this thread with those written down goals, and we want them in key areas. It's not like it's not just simply I'm going to be on 4 calls or I'm going to share my story 5 times. Those are important things to do, but when it all comes down and is said and done, we get paid for results in this business. Do not ever let yourself be deceived. Do not ever fail to hold yourself to standards. I look at the champions again who are seeing massive breakthroughs right now in their businesses because they hold themselves to standards. Even something as simple as, did you get over that next increment of $500 of PGV for Orange Beach points? Beth and I are not even competing for Orange Beach. We are hosts. But you know what? Our PGV was $6,412 last night. So guess what? We got 4 boxes of Oasis. We got over 6,500. We broke through to the next PGV level just because we are leaders and we lead from the front. And so there's nothing that we're ever going to ask our team to do that we are not also doing. And now with Orange Beach in mind and with the timing of where we're at in this pay period, the other really important thing that I wanted to share with you guys is Success School. That is definitely a specific measurable number that you should be focusing on. So number one is, of course, you've got to be registered. If you have something that you have said is important for your family, for your future, that requires finances, Success School is the key. There's no other way around it, through it, or to avoid it or go under it. The only way to getting to where it is that you want to be from a financial standpoint is for you to be in the room at Success School. And we've got a great new tool that I want to encourage you to check out. Go to teamreynoldschampions.com and click on the tab that says Success School. We've got some champion stories there from some leaders who have overcome great adversity to get themselves in the room for Success School, and they've shared what's happened for them, what they had to do. And so, one, if that's you, I want to challenge you to go watch those stories and listen to them and consider. You maybe have been telling yourself, I can't get to Success School, but is that really true? Is it you can't get to Success School, or you just haven't desired to bad enough yet? What if you found a way? What if you stopped making excuses and started turning those into reasons? And what if you found a way to get there in the room for Success School and it changed things for your future? So again, most of you who are already registered for Success School, going back to those specific measurable goals, you should have a commitment that you are working towards of how many people on your team are registered for Success School. That is extremely important. There's no more important gauge in your business than getting yourself and your team to Success School. So those are some really important focus points. You guys are champions. I love the momentum that we're having. Be sure to comment on this thread. Be sure to load up tonight's team call. It is going to be phenomenal. We love you guys. Let's go out there and change the world.